Rockstar, Steve aka Void here. Welcome to another episode of RIFFSTARTER. Today's episode is going to be a special one. I'm going to be doing the usual stuff, helping you play your favorite riffs from day one by removing speed bumps and roadblocks that slow you down. So, like I said, today is a special episode because today I'm actually going to be working on one of my favorite riffs by the great David Gilmour. And actually, if you look down here, so Play Like the Masters is a really cool membership that I just started, and I'm currently offering a lifetime membership. Check it out. When you're watching this episode, it might be a different deal, but right now is a smoking hot deal, and it's actually check it out. You'll have more details on there. But what I'm going to be doing inside the membership is we take different iconic guitar players and we break down their techniques, their sounds, and their overall approach to guitar so that you can play like the masters. So check it out, and let's get to today's episode. So In the Flesh, because it's a question, is such a wicked riff, but I see a lot of guitar players, even though it seems like a simple riff, I see a lot of guitar players who will get these speed bumps. There'll be these roadblocks that will really slow them down, and a lot of it has to do with just approaching the riff in a face value manner. Like it's you're approaching it in a way that is actually potentially overwhelming you. Now, on the surface, this seems like a simple riff. We have a pretty basic melody, but it's the extras like the bends and the vibrato and the little slides that a lot of people will jump right into. And as you know, if you've watched this show, that what we want to do is, instead of trying to match your current skill level to the level of the record, first what you want to do is you want to match the level of the record to your current skill level, and that's how you play from day one. Then from there, you can upgrade bit by bit, and you're always building on a musical foundation. So let me show you what I mean. So if we go to the riff over here, you're going to see that there are, we have bends, so this would be like a full bend, then so it comes down here, and then we have the vibrato, and then we have a little slide, and then we have more vibrato, and then a bend, and then we have another vibrato, and so on. So, just from looking at this, it doesn't look like a crazy line, but a lot of people, especially with this bend over here, a lot of times what you'll have is this kind of thing. So let me go back here, and let me just show you. So basically the bend, it might be a little flat. Like what I hear a lot is this. So it's just like, and you don't quite get to where you need to get to. So the whole thing kind of falls flat. So then maybe even go like, then maybe like, and doesn't you don't quite get to where you need to get to. Okay, so what we want to do is we actually, instead of trying to match our current skill level to the level of the record, we flip it around. We match the level of the record to our current skill level. That's how you play from day one. Now, if you want to bend and you could bend right away, then great. But a lot of people, I'm telling you, I hear this sort of flat bend, not quite getting there. So instead, what you want to do is you want to start off with the melody first. So if we take all of the notes, we take out any of the bends, what we do is we just try to mark the melody first. Okay, so first we go like this. We go. So that concept of we take out all of the frills, we play the melody, and that's it. Truthfully, even if you wanted to go with just one finger, I'm not saying that this would be something you would do for a long time, but even just as an exercise of like pointing, okay, here I play, and then here, and then here, and here. So you go like. The first goal is just to remove any complexity, okay? We want to keep this as simple as possible. Okay, now let me know in the chat, does that make sense? Let me know also, where you're watching from. It's always good to hear from you. So basically, that concept of just simplicity right at first, that's what we want to do, so that we have a musical foundation, that we have something that's in time, something we can play along with the record, and then we build from that, so we can upgrade. And then from there, what we would do, we can, if we started with one finger, you could go with multiple fingers. Okay, but then from there, we want to start adding some of the frills. So what I would do is mark the melody, but I would do it with slides instead of bends. Okay, so whenever you have bends, a good thing to do is you can slide into them. So you go like this, you go. it's already starting to sound like the song because it has that sort of whoop, like this little like slide into it. Now on the record he's doing a bend, but on the but in this version we're doing a slide, so who cares, whatever, no big deal. Okay, so we're sliding into those notes. We mark the melody first and then we slide into it next. Then what we can do is, after we're comfortable with that, we can add in one of the bends. Now check this out. So if we go back to the tab, you're gonna see that this is a full bend on the 2nd fret. So a full bend on the 2nd fret, that's actually like, I'm not gonna say it's hard, but it's not the easiest bend. Usually like halfway up the neck of the guitar, you're gonna have an easier time. But this one here is only a half bend. So maybe at first what we do is we do this bend, and then we keep this one as a slide. Okay, so a full step bend is a 2-fret slide, and then a half step bend is a 1-fret slide. But now let's actually turn that into a bend. So we go back over here, and we would go like this. We go like, still slide that one, then this one. So here, see? We can add that bend back in, and then you get comfortable with that, and then you have a choice. Then, okay, do you want to keep upgrading, or are you happy with the way that this sounds and the way it feels? Sometimes people are happy with that, and that's it. Move on to the next riff, or keep going into the song. So, but if you want to, then you could like get into that bend, and then after that, that's where you could start to work on the vibrato. So like. Start adding in the vibrato, but as you could see, well, hopefully you could see how you don't need that stuff at first. First, you need to mark the melody. Bum, 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 bum. You need to make that happen first. That's the music. Get that out of the guitar first, and then chip away, like upgrade bit by bit by bit by bit. So if you have to switch stuff, you have permission to do that. You can do whatever you want. So you don't have to follow it face value on the tab. You can, modify it so that, again, instead of trying to match your skill level to the level of the record, match the record to your current skill level, and that's how you play from day one. Different people are going to be at different skill levels. Maybe one of the bends is good, but you kind of have to get that first one, turn it into a slide. Great, done. My job is just to save you time. So that would be the progression that I would go through. And just keep this episode short, we're going to end it off at that. Again, if you want to check out Play Like the Masters, I highly recommend it. It's a lifetime deal. Soon it's going to be a monthly subscription at about $29.95 per month. So, you do the math and you're saving quite a bit of money. It's 90% off right now. So check it out. At the time of this that you're watching it, it might not be 90%. It might already be a monthly. Regardless, it's going to be a great deal. Right now I'm broadcasting live, and it is the best deal that it can be. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought. If you also have any questions, I'm going to hop in the chat or in the comments soon. And also let me know if you have any requests for any future episodes of Riff Starter. So I hope you enjoyed it. Rock on. Talk soon.